Yes, sir. We are live. We are live. We are live.
Yo, let's
We are
go.
live. Yes, sir. We are here. Perfect. Excellent. 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 Yes, sir. We are here joined by Josue and Clutch Attitude. We're here to give
Yo,
out our UFC predictions. And, bro, I know there's nobody watching just yet, but once people start coming in, we're gonna be getting some comments in here. We're gonna be going ham on this card, man. We're gonna
let's
make some
do it.
money on this card, bro.
I'm ready. I can
And
see
I'm
money coming
building
in on
up,
this one.
bro. I'm building up. You're good, bro. I'm building up a little bit of people coming in and out. So hopefully,
Uh,
let me go ahead and share this to X because people need to start coming in. That way, they can check out our UFC main card predictions for today.
let's get it.
Copy link. Let me go ahead and share it to Twitter. We are live. We are live. Let me see if I can go ahead and do this. Copy link. Copy here. Okay. Shit.
It's got 6-3.
Okay. It's a week. Instagram. Nobody in here yet. It's okay. It's okay.
I would share it, but I don't know how to do it on my end.
You're good, my boy. You're good.
You saw they got that bare knuckle MMA fight too on Saturday, Friday or Saturday
Oh
with
yeah,
Yoel Romero.
Joe Romero.
I can't believe that guy's still fighting, bro. What is he, like 49, 50 years old? He looks like a beast. It's
I
crazy.
know, I know, I know. That's crazy, bro. That is fucking crazy. The
But
guy is still at it, man. That's wonderful. All right, my boy. Well, let's get it going. We're gonna bring in the main card. Well,
let's
actually,
do
you know
it.
what? Let's go ahead and go down because we're probably gonna have enough time to go by, to go through the main card and the bottom card and the prelims and whatever. We're just gonna go through it, just check it out and stuff like that. If you know one of these fighters, then we'll talk about it and I'll let you know what I think and stuff. Yo,
Let's
we
go.
got MMA now in the chat. What's going on, MMA now? Thank you so much for
What up? What
joining.
up?
That's my boy MMA
Hello.
now, man. Hey, love him to death. Let's go.
Nice.
All right, so
Oh,
let me
did you
bring
ever
in.
see this tattoo I got here, bro?
What you
That's how
got
you
there?
know. That's how
Oh,
you know I'm a big
shoo!
fan. You never. I don't think I've ever showed you this one.
No, no, that looks cool.
That's how you know I'm a.
Damn.
That's how
You
you
got
know
the
I'm a
kids
fan,
in there?
bro.
Hell yeah, I know you're a fan, bro. That's
Yes,
good.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let me go ahead and share this. Where is it? UFC Fight Night, Della Maddalena. Boom, boom. All right, we're there. Perfect. All right, my boys. So UFC Perth takes place this weekend. We got Jack Della Maddalena, JDM against Carlos Prates. The early prelims look pretty good in my opinion. I mean, we got Dom Marfan going against Cody Steele. Cody Steele coming off a loss, but before that, he was on a tear in the regional scene. He's 7-1, a 5-9 with a 71-inch reach, 39 leg reach against Dom Marfan. Um, Pretty good fight in here. Don't know much about either fighter. I mean, just a little bit of Cody Steele in the regional scene. Don Marfan, a little bit of him as well. He's coming off a win against Kim. And if I would show you the replay on that fight. But let's move on to Jonathan Mikhailov against Thorimbo Themba Gorimbo. And Jonathan Mikhailov,
Themba.
we know he comes coming off a win against Oban Elliott, where Oban Elliott looked pretty good at first, but Jonathan Mikhailov, he's pretty big for that division, pretty big for the welterweight division. He's 9-1 going against Themba Gorimbo. Before the Oban Elliott fight, he was a little hurt, but he's coming in and pretty active. His last fight against Oban Elliott was back in January. So what a 3-month turnaround for his next fight. Actually, it's gonna be February, March, April.
Like
Just
three,
three
4 months.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he got popped. I mean, he had a nasty cut on his left side. You can see it right here on this one right here. But anyways, he's going against Themba Gorimbo, and Themba Gorimbo is not that good. I still think that he is a little, we got to be cautious with this fight right here. But I'm gonna take the hometown guy, the Australian guy, Jonathan Mikhailov. He's at a minus 250. Not that I'm gonna put a lot of money on that one, but bro, you know any of these fighters, bro?
I don't. The only one I know of is that first fight with Cody Steele. I only know him because he was in that Contender Series fight. But other than that, I'm not really too sure with any of these so far. I think Jonathan
Yeah,
as well. He was in the Contender Series. I
yeah,
think,
he was,
if I'm
yeah,
not
yeah. Jonathan
mistaken.
Mikhailov,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
All right,
was.
after that, we got Wes Schultz. A bunch of these guys were from the Contender Series. Even Wes Schultz, he's been in the Contender Series twice. This is in his second one. He got a finish and he got a contract, but then he just lost. And if I'm not mistaken, he just fought Damian Pinas last February 28th, the last day of the month in February.
Hmm.
And Damian Pinas also from the Contender Series was able to beat him by KO. I mean, Wes Schultz, I think he's more of like a BJJ guy. Um, 8-3, 2 wins by knockouts, by 5 by submission, 6 first round finishes. He's going against a debutant in Ben Johnston. Ben Johnston, this is his first fight in the UFC. Has 1 win by knockout, 4 by submission, 3 first round finishes. I don't even know who Ben Johnston is. I haven't checked his tape yet, but that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm worried about this fight right here. Wes Schultz coming off a loss. He got KO'd really badly against Damian Pinas. Damian Pinas is pretty cool. He's actually from the Caribbean, bro. Did you know that? Pinas?
I was just looking at that. Yeah, because I remember his last fight. I think he's. I was gonna say I think he's no, he's not undefeated. Damian Penas. Oh, but he has 9 wins with 8 knockouts. Yeah, Aruba is where he's from.
Yo, VOR, what are you talking about? You never slept me, bro. I'll sleep you any day, bro. What are you talking about? I remember you, but you would never sleep me, man. Not even in your sleep, you would sleep me. I'll sleep you.
You tell
Look
him,
at
bro.
this
I
man.
don't know. What do you say? I can't even see it. What is
He
he?
says, "Hey, remember when I slept you out cold the other day and I left you twitching?" Bro, I know you from the chats, man. I know you, VOR. I'm just kidding, VOR. I love you, man. You know that. Come on, man.
Oh,
You're my buddy,
snap.
bro. I'll forever remember you, bro. You're my boy. Anyways, and then we
Damn.
got Rafa. Rafa, dímelo. What's up, Rafa?
Rafa.
Tamo aquí. But anyways, MMA now. What's up, my boy? And VOR, man, you will never sleep me. You will never. I know you. I know you're messing around with me, man. You know I love you too. You know I love you. Come on, man. Anyways, we got Ben Johnston against Wes Schultz. And anyways, man, we're not messing around with these too many of these fights here in the prelims. We got then Colby Thickness against Vince Morales. Now, Colby Thickness, bro, he's actually a minus 130 going against Vince Morales, who is very dangerous. You know any of these fighters here?
I've seen Morales before. Cody Thickness. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with any of these, but Vince
Yeah, Vince
Morales. I've seen him
Morales.
fight a couple times.
Yeah, so he won against Smoka. He won against Smoka. Then he dropped a fight against Martinez. He dropped a fight against Morales. He dropped a fight against him, and then another Morales. Then Rosas Jr. beat him as well in his last fight. Journeyman, I think, but he's still dangerous. All these decisions here that he's had, he's never been slept. and he looked sort of good in his last fight against G Wee Wees.
Gee
So
whiz.
going against Kobe Thickness, I'm not too sure Thickness has it easy on this one. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
I don't think he does, but I think he might come out with the win on this one. He's
yeah,
younger. I think
he
the
is. He
youth
is.
is on his side on this one.
Yep. All right. So now let's go with something more familiar to us. We got GM3, the biggest underdog in the card, and the bro. We've learned with the biggest underdog, you got to put money on there. You have to put
Yeah,
money on there because look what
yeah.
happened with Cody Durden. Look what happened with Cody Durden. And all of a sudden, I'm cashing in from $5 to $60 that I put in my pocket, just sprinkling in a $5 bet on Cody Durden to win by decision. That paid
Look
me
at that.
$60 that I
Look
put
at
in my
that.
pocket because of that. So GM3, the biggest underdog. I'm also gonna do it again. I'm gonna put $5, not by decision, because I don't think GM3 is gonna stay up the three
Nah.
rounds. But I'm gonna put, or you know this. Hey, if it goes to the third round, I'm gonna put $5 by sub, and I'm gonna put $5 by decision.
Yeah.
That'll give me $10 to put there. And if anybody in the chat wants to do that, go ahead and do it too. But we got
Listen.
Jacob Malkoon, a guy that missed a couple years in the UFC. We're excited that he came back last fight. He was able to win against Torres Finney. Torres Finney looked bad on that fight, bro. You remember that fight?
So I don't want to remember that fight. Therese Finney. Listen, no disrespect to Therese Finney, but he's got a lot of work to do, man. And every one of his fights, unfortunately. But
I know, man. Hey, the UFC was pretty big on that guy, man. What happened?
okay, he's a strong guy. He looks athletic, but he's got a lot of work to do, man. He has no stand up. His real thing is only the ground game, which it obviously can get stopped anytime.
Yeah, I know. I mean, hey, the guy, if he had a neck, I think Jacob Malkoon was able to submit him, but he didn't have no neck, so it was yeah. He tried. Jacob Malkoon tried submitting him a few times. And he just couldn't find that neck, man. It wasn't there.
Yeah,
No neck, man. So hey, good job,
no
Torres
neck
Finney,
Finney.
to keep working on them traps, bro. Cause that way you eliminate your opponent's chances of submitting you.
Seriously.
But that's not the guy that's fighting against GM3. It's actually Jacob Malkoon. And Therese Finney, he had a couple moments, probably one or two, not many, against Jacob Malkoon. So, what do you think? Who you got? Do you really think GM3 deserves to be the biggest underdog in the card?
It's hard to say, man, because he has a lot of experience, but he's on a what 4 fight losing streak, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, let's check it
And
out. He
it's
lost.
yeah, his last four, 3 finishes in his last four that he's lost. But
Yeah.
with that being said, look how many submissions he has. If he's got any way to win against Malkoon is by submission. And he's the underdog, so I'm going with you on that $5 bet with him by submission.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's got a submission against Silva. Then he fought Piper. He got KO'd in the first round. Then
Ooh,
he
yeah.
fought against Petrosky. Petrosky took him to a third round split decision. Then we had Barberena where he GM3 actually submitted him in the second round. Then he submitted back-to-back submissions against Edmund Shabazian, and then he got submitted in the third round by
The Riddler.
the Ritter. The Ritter, and then he's got all these three losses against Tavares, Mikhail Oleshaychuk, and then Kyle Dawkins. All right, so
Last two in the first.
you're
That's
with me,
good.
right? We're gonna go ahead and give it a little $5 by decision, $5 by sub.
Listen, when it's the biggest underdog, you got to go for it.
You
Doesn't
gotta go
matter
for it,
what it
man.
is, you got to go for it.
Hey, all right. So flipping the scale here, we're gonna go to a light heavyweight division bout. Junior Tafa against Kevin Christian, and now this is one of your guys, Junior Tafa. At minus 205. Can you really trust Junior Tafa to get it done against Kevin Christian, a Brazilian who's probably has what 5 wins by submission? We know he's
Yeah.
gonna take him down. Not really shooting, but probably against the cage. I don't know. Do you trust Junior Tafa here, bro?
No, fortunately not, man. I'm gonna have to go with Kevin. I've never seen Kevin Christian fight before, but I see he does have the submission. He's Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and that's where Tafa's problem has been. At least in his last losses, his last three losses have all been by submission. I'm definitely going for Kevin Christian on this one. I think Tafa's. I think he's going to be out the door on this one after this fight.
Oh man, yeah.
I hate to say
Um,
it, man. I hate to say it. I love the Tafa brothers, but he's been slacking lately.
he has been, man. He has been. He's been submitted twice in the last 3 fights. Um, his last three losses had been submissions.
His last three, yep. His last three
Yeah, it was a
losses by
heel hook by
submission.
Walker. It was then he got a win, a KO win against Sharaf, and then he had a submission loss by Tokos, and then he lost against El Nene de whatever Alicana. I remember. Yeah, I remember that fight. All right, bro. So, anyways, we have after the Junior Tafa. We don't trust Junior Tafa at a minus 205. I can't trust him. I'll probably put him on
We
a
can't.
parlay. I'll probably put him on a parlay for the fight to end in the distance. But anyways, one person that I will trust, I'll trust him because man, this guy has shown me, and he's very
Mm-hmm.
active. Is Cam Roston.
Yep.
Cam Roston came in from the Dana White Contender Series, if I'm not mistaken, right? He came from the
He
Dana White Contender Series just last season, bro. We saw him in
he
the last season.
he did. He fought twice. The first time he actually fought Torres Finney and lost that fight.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah.
He
Ugly,
came, but
ugly one.
he came back and he's been on a tear, man. I agree with you. I got Cam on this one. I think you could trust this guy.
Yeah, he beat Andre Petrosky, knockout in the first round. I remember that one. And then he also beat Brundage. Didn't look
Yep.
incredibly good on that Brundage fight, but still, he was able to finish him in the second round. And Brundage just shelled up and took all the punches. That was just a couple months ago, and now he's in a quick turnaround fight in his home country, and this is probably his
Mhm.
second fight in Australia, or might be his third. Let me see. Was the Petrosky
Um,
one in?
his
Yeah, it
second.
was in Perth,
Yeah.
and then
This
the Brundage fight was that in the Apex? No, that
he
was in
had
Australia
no.
too.
They were both in Australia. It was a
So
fight
yeah,
night and then it
hometown
was
kid,
a pay-per-view. Yep.
hometown kid. He's fighting against a guy that's pretty good, probably his best opposition so far, and he is at a minus what? A
I can't see the
minus
odds where
180.
I'm looking at.
I'm watching it right here. He's at a
Can't.
minus 180. Cam Ralston.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can see it.
Yeah, he's going against Robert Bricek, and Robert Bricek is coming off a win against Tavares. That was last year. And then before that, he lost against Potiera. Yeah. All right, man. I mean, probably his best opposition. If the guy was able to beat Tavares his last fight, that's good
He
opposition in the
he
middleweight.
he looked good against Tavares in that fight, but I think the stoppage was a little. I think they
Early.
were calling it a little premature. But he did look good in that leading up to that finish, though.
All right, then
The big boys.
let's move on to the main card. So, guys, in the main card, we're gonna start from top to bottom, because this clip is gonna go into my YouTube. So hey, let's give it a nice intro. All right, guys,
Let's
I'm
do
here
it.
joined by Josue, and we're gonna give you my prediction of UFC Perth main card. All right, I'm gonna go down the list from the main event all the way to the opener of the main card, and we're gonna give you my UFC predictions. UFC Perth predictions. So stay tuned. Get your notebook because I just hit. I'm just telling you right now. I just hit on Aljo by decision at plus 200 money. If you didn't cop that, then you're stupid. Sorry, but you are stupid if you didn't cop that. All right. Aljo by decision. I know I missed on Burns, but I wasn't gonna. I was not gonna miss a third main card, main event in a row. I was not gonna miss that. So on this one, early. I know I'm gonna hear about yours right now, but I'm gonna give you my prediction of the main event. That's gonna be Carlos Prates by KO, baby. That's gonna be Carlos Prates by KO. And if you didn't see break my breakdown video, I invite you to go check it out. I showed you on my breakdown video what happens when Carlos Prates, what happens when he finishes fights. All right, it's just a little breakdown video. That way you can have it. Just go check it out. Subscribe, like, and comment. Okay. Anyways, bro, I got Carlos Prates by KO on this one, man. I just think his pressure is too much for Jack, and he's gonna be able to get some distance with his kicks, his body kicks, his point fighting, and also he's gonna be able to jab Jack the whole fight. And Jack, he gets hit a lot, man. Look at his face. He's got his nose caved in into his skull. So he's going to, yeah, bro, he's gonna get hit.
He does.
He
Yeah.
does. He's got his nose caved in, just like somebody punched him, and it's just stayed like that. So, anyways, bro, who you got in this one right here? Carlos Prates. He is 6'1", 78-inch reach. Probably the longest reach in the division. And then you got a leg reach of 43.5. The guy has his torso. The closest guy that has his torso to his belly button is Carlos Prates in the division. So who you got in this fight, bro?
So I'm gonna actually agree with you on that. I think Carlos Prates is gonna get that knockout. I like both of them. I like Jack, but I think he's kind of one-dimensional. He has his hands. Prates has hands, kicks, elbows, knees, and he's used all of them to win by knockout. I think they both gonna be pressured, but I think Carlos is gonna be he's got more tools. I want to say third round knockout, but I definitely got Prates as well. I'm gonna go with you on Prates on this one.
Yeah, perfect,
You
man.
know it.
Yeah, I think like you said, he's got more tools in his toolbox. He's got those
Mm-hmm.
knees down the middle. And Jack, the thing about it is that if Jack wants to win, he's going to have to close the distance. And the problem with closing in the distance is that Carlos Prates has those knees.
Mm-hmm. Oh
And
yeah,
if
long
he gets
legs,
hurt
man.
by those knees, he's going to start circling Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates is going to be able to jab him from distance. And eventually, when Jack drops his hands, that straight left is just going to find the button, bro.
Oh yeah,
That's my prediction right there. Or even a body
yeah.
kick, bro. Just like you said, one of them knees can land and actually put him down. Cause
Yeah.
like I said, the guy gets punched and he's got a good chin. I mean, we saw it against Kevin Holland. The guy took a bunch of he took a bunch of strikes against Bilal, but Bilal has pillow hands. But still, Kevin Holland, he can hit. He can hit, and he's
Mm-hmm.
probably the most the most closest one to Prates as far as his dimensions, basically a
Yeah.
tall, lengthy, skinny guy that throws kicks and is
And
well
moves
round.
forward. Mm-hmm.
Uh, but Jack is not going to be able to. Jack is not in this fight. He's not going to be worried about the takedowns in this fight. What's
A
going
hundred
on,
percent.
John Dong? John Dong, what's going on, my brother? Hope
John
all is
Dome.
well. John Dong, say hi to John Dong.
John Dome. What it do, bro?
All
John
right,
Big
man.
Joe.
So yeah, so we're taking Carlos Prates in the main event. We're gonna take Carlos Prates to win by KO.
Is he the favorite? I think he's a
He's
favorite,
definitely
right?
the favorite. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he
he's
is a
definitely the
favorite.
favorite
Okay.
at minus 120. I wonder what the line is for him to knock out Jack. Let me see. Let me look it up right here on our book.
I mean, if there's a way he's gonna win is by knockout. That's to me that's a given right there.
Yeah.
But Jack, I don't know, man. Jack has the good hands, but that's all he has is his hands, and I don't think that's gonna be enough.
All right,
And he
Carlos
doesn't.
Prates by KO. It's gonna be plus 150. Not much. Plus
Yeah.
150. John, we're doing good. The Nightmare. Yes, sir. What's going on? You know who? You know who? No, you know who. Sorry. Sorry, bro. All right, man. We're taking questions, so if you got a question, go ahead and put it on the chat, and we will answer it gladly. But yeah, plus 150. I'll throw in some money there, bro. Hey, at plus 150, I'll put it on a parlay.
Well, we gotta discuss what kind of bets we got going on. I already got some that I haven't put in yet. I was gonna run it by you first,
All
but
right. So what you got
I
in the
got
main card? What you got in the main card?
in the main card. So I got Prates
All right.
by and Quillen by finish.
All right. So we're gonna talk about Quillen right now. So Benil
Yes.
Dariush again. Quillen Sal killed. Quillen Sal killed another hometown guy, just like Cam Ralston. But this guy is actually finding himself fighting into the top 15, into the rankings. This is his fight, his biggest opposition right now. Going against Benil Dariush. They got him from Iran? Benil Dariush from Iran? What the heck? I
I
thought he
think he
was,
is from Iran.
yeah, but I thought he was
Oh yeah.
American.
I think he's
Anyways,
from Iran, but he's American citizen now.
there you go. All right, so
Yeah.
Quillen Sal killed 11-1. Coming off he's got a pretty good win streak. He's beaten Jubilee, Ashmos, Hack Parast, and Jamie Mularkey. He beat Jamie Mularkey in actually UFC Perth, if I'm not mistaken, his last fight.
No, he did. Yep. First round.
First round knockout against Jamie Mularkey. Those are not good, really good guys. Benil Dariush is he's good, but he's in the tail end of his career. This is probably Benil Dariush's last fight, bro. And quick turnaround after that knockout he got against BSD.
Well, he has his last loss by knockout. He had one win prior to that, but his last three losses for Dariush is three first round knockouts. And Quillen has been known to finish fights, especially in his last few fights.
Yeah, that leg
So
kick
that's
he did against what was it
Hack
again?
Press, Hack
Hagparas, yeah.
Press.
That was a nasty KO,
That
man.
was
Probably
a
one of the
scary.
yeah, man. That was heard on the. I can hear that snap. Set.
Just the way he fell. That's yeah, that was a nasty one for sure.
Anyways, Benil Dariush before that lost against BSD. He did beat one of our favorites here in the channel, Money Moicano.
Renato Moicano.
Renato Moicano. And
Oh,
look at
he
this. Look at this
did.
pedigree, bro. Look at this pedigree right here. Tony Ferguson, Mateus Gamrot. And these are all guys that, of course, Tony Ferguson, that was not the same Tony Ferguson that fought, you know, that was not the same Tony Ferguson, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Ferguson, Diego Ferreira, Holtzman, Drakkar Klose. Oh my God, that nasty knockout against Drakkar Klose. He was out. But Neil Dariush
Oh,
was out on that fight, bro. You remember that?
I do. That was like 2 minutes long, but it was a wild 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was
Holy
crazy, man.
crap.
Dariush was hurt on that one, and then he came back and knocked out Klose with that overhead right. Or actually, it was an overhead left, I think it was. Then he went against Holtzman, beat Holtzman by KO in the first round. Then he beat by decision Diego Ferreira, and then he went against Tony Ferguson. Decision against Tony Ferguson. Then he went into Mateus Gamrot, beat him by decision. Mateus Gamrot is actually coming off a win against Esteban Ribovics. Then he went against Charles Du Bronx Oliveira. He got knocked out in the first round. And then he also got
Short of the
knocked out in the first
Bronx.
round against Arman Sarukian. Then beat Renato Moicano when everybody was like, man, Dariush is finished. And then he also lost in the first round against Saint-Denis. So we see a pattern here. Whenever he gets finished, it's in the first round. So I wonder what
Mm-hmm.
that Quillen Salkilled first round finish is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking right now because all he has out of the 7 losses, 7 finished losses, and they're mostly all in the first round.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how
That's
that looks.
that's gonna be rough because Quillen is especially in his last 2 fights, they've been in the first round.
Yeah, let's see. So Quillen, where are you, Quillen? They don't even. Oh, there it goes. Quillen in the first round. Round props. Round betting. Quillen Salkilled in the first round is plus 135, bro.
Oh yeah, his last 3 have been in the first round finish.
Yeah.
So it's his last, well, 3 of his last 4.
Three of his last fours in the first round. And also, Benil Dariush has 8 first round finishes, too. So,
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna
yeah,
be that's a good fight for both guys. But I
that
think
is.
Quillen is he's definitely one of the future stars out there. The way he performs, he stands out of all the newcomers.
That's true, man. He's pretty good. I like him a lot, man. So after that, who you think he can fight in the rankings after that? Right after Benil Dariush, he'll take Benil's ranking, which is what, 12?
I think it's like 11 or 12. Yeah.
Let me look it up right here. He's Benil Dariush is at 12. If I'm not mistaken, lightweight, he is at 12. So after that, we can see him going against possibly, oh my god, dude, he can go against Mateus Gamrot. He can even go against Moicano. I just don't think Moicano wants to fight down anymore after that performance, his last
Yeah.
performance. So he
No,
was saying that
Mateus
he wanted to
Gamrot.
fight Dan Hooker.
Oh, that'd be good too. Dan Hooker's always in good fight. He probably doesn't deserve all these good fights, but Dan Hooker's entertaining, so that would be a good one for him too.
Yeah. What about Quillen against Rafael Fiziev? Oof,
Um,
that's a good fight for him.
it's a good fight, but I mean, Quillen is he's you could tell he's a smart fighter, and he's had different fights that he's taken guys to the ground and he's controlled them on the ground, and I think he'll end up doing that to Fiziev. I think Fiziev is a tough guy, got obviously amazing stand up, but I think that'll be an easy night for Quillen if he fought Fiziev, taking him to the ground. That'll be his go to. I'm pretty sure.
And look at this, Fares Ziam or Ziam, Fares Ziam, Fares.
Uh,
He's going against Nolan. Is that Eric Nolan?
I
No, that
think
can't
so.
be Eric Nolan. Is it?
I think it is. Yeah, that's coming up soon. I
Tom
think
Nolan.
too.
Tom Nolan. Tom
Oh,
Nolan. Yeah,
Tom
yeah, yeah.
Nolan.
Because
Yeah,
Eric
yeah, yeah,
Nolan is in the middleweight division or welterweight.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. All right. So okay. So we have. So we're gonna take Quillen Salkilled in here. That's my
Yes.
pick right here. Actually, I'm gonna give you a prop here for first round KO. First round finish. Quillen Salkilled against Benil Dariush. I don't think he's gonna be able to submit Dariush, but I think he can finish him with ground and pound. TKO. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I agree with you. I probably just put just for finish because I mean he could submit him, but I do think he'll get that KO TKO on him for sure. I agree with you.
Yeah, because at minus
We're going
450,
Aquila.
bro. At minus 450, that is a good parlay to put him in Prates, just straight up.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're looking for props, we can throw in right there at Carlos Prates by KO and a Quillen Salkilled a first round finish. What's going on, Tanner? Tanner, shout out to Tanner Schwain.
Tanner. Tanner Swain. What's up?
All right, bro. So we got recapping Carlos Prates. We're gonna take Carlos Prates on our official main card predictions, and then we're gonna take Quillen Salkilled on our official predictions. If we're talking about props, we're taking Prates by KO and Quillen Salkill first round finish or just a finish. That'll give some plus money there. All right, so moving on to the flyweight bout between Tim Elliott and Steve Erceg. Now, Tim Elliott is back, bro. Tim Elliott is definitely back.
Tim, let me tell you something about this fight, man. What bothers me is the odds on this fight. That they got Steve Erceg as a favorite. Unless it's changed, they had Steve Erceg as a favorite, and I don't see how that is possible.
Yeah, especially after almost losing against Audio Osborne. I mean, Audio Osborne is good, but dude, he didn't look good at all.
He didn't,
That
and
was a split. I saw Audio Osborne beating him.
I thought Steve did win, but he looked horrible in it. And I thought it was up to that third round, which I thought he ended up winning the fight. But I mean, prior to that, he lost three in a row. Two of them were, due to the ground game. And if you know Elliott, Elliott's main thing is the ground game, and he has slick moves. I think he'll take him to the ground. I don't see why Steve Erceg is a favorite in this fight. Is he? You say he's still a favorite, right?
Yeah, he is. He's at minus 300, actually. More of a favorite than what
Oh,
UFC has shown here, minus 280. Yeah,
that's I
bro.
thought I saw him minus one. I don't even remember exactly
Yeah,
what it
right
was,
now
but
he's
he
at
was a
minus
favorite.
300.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't trust on Steve Erceg. Now,
Nah,
the benefit is that Steve Erceg has had quite a while for this fight. Tim Elliott is in a quicker turnaround, in my opinion, right? Steve Erceg's last fight was I'll tell you right now, when was his last fight?
no, I think they both. It's
August
been a
of last
while. They
year.
both they both fought in August of last year.
Oh yeah, Tim Elliott fought in August too. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he fought against Kaya Sakura and was able to submit Kaya Sakura, right?
Yep, he was. That is true.
Yeah, and it was on that scramble. Kaya Sakura thought he had it, man. And hey, let's get ready for that comeback of Kaya Sakura. I think he can get back on track, bro. Come on, man. That's one
I
of my
don't
favorite
know,
fighters,
man.
bro.
I don't know, bro. Isn't he? He's supposed to be fighting against somebody soon too, but I don't
Yeah,
know. He
yeah,
had a
he
lot of
is.
hype. He had a lot of hype, and it just kind of went away after his two losses.
Yeah, but he's still one of my favorite fighters, bro. I love Kaya Sakura, man. The guy, he beat Manel Kape in Japan.
As I said, that was way back when, though, man. Put
Actually,
them
did
together.
he? Or he lost against Manel
No,
Kape for the
I
title.
think he knocked out Cop, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I think
I
they
think
got one
that's
one each other. They got
probably
one to each other, I think.
yeah. I think he had the last one, but
Yeah.
yeah,
But who do you got here, bro? I'm gonna tell you my pick. I'm gonna go with Tim Elliott, bro. I'm sorry,
I'm
I
gonna
just
go with.
can't ignore. I can't ignore a dog like that, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, his age is he's 39 years old, but I agree. I think he has more of a dog in him. He's gonna scramble a lot better. Steve Erceg is a good scrambler. He's shown that in the Pantoja fight. Um, but I don't think he's gonna be able to handle the scrambling. And then I think I'm I'm hoping Tim Elliott is gonna get the submission, but I'm just gonna have him just to win. I'm not gonna bet on no submission, no finish on him, but I for sure Tim Elliott for the win.
We don't need to. I mean, he's at plus money. We don't really
Yeah,
need to get into
that
props or anything. At plus 200,
that is
that's a live dog right
that
there.
that is very true. That is very true.
Yeah. And
Tim Elliott, it is, baby.
his last two fights were finishes. One against Suma Duerji back in 2023, and then he got submitted by Mohamed Mokaev, in the third round, which is probably Mohamed Mokaev's only finish in the UFC back
Probably.
then. And then before that, he fought. This was back in 2023. The guy's a vet. The guy's a vet. I mean, he's got probably, let's see how many fights in the UFC, dating back all the way to 2012. What's his debut against Dotson? Wow.
Oh, he fought Demetrius Johnson. I don't know if you ever seen that fight with him and Johnson, but
Yeah, yeah.
that was amazing. That was an amazing fight. A scary fight because it looked like Tim Elliott was going to win plenty of times in that fight.
Yeah, he
It was
also He also fought against Joseph Benavidez too.
Did he?
Back when, yeah.
Oh, he fought everybody then.
He fought everybody. He fought Benavidez. He fought DJ. He fought against Davison Figueiredo. Figgy beat him by submission in the first round. He
Oh
fought
yeah.
against Brandon Royval in 2020 in the pandemic. He fought against Nikolao Ulanbekov. He fought against him. What happened to Ulanbekov?
I don't know. I think he lost like his last fight or two. So no, he
Yeah.
lost his last fight. I think it was.
Yeah, he lost against Horiguchi. I remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
Horiguchi. Horiguchi is a beast, man. That's my guy right there.
Kyoji. Yeah,
Kyoji
bro. I can't wait for
Horiguchi.
his next fight
He's fighting
against.
Pop, I think, right?
Yeah, he is in the
That's
Apex.
that's gonna be great. That is gonna be great. I like that fight.
What's going on, Anakin? What's going on, Anakin? What's going on, my brother?
Skywalker. What's up,
Yep,
Skywalker?
that's him right there, bro. Hey, my boy Josue is a big Star Wars fan, so.
Yo, the
All
force is
right,
with
so
us.
Tim Elliott, we're gonna take the dog on here, guys, for the official predictions here. I'm gonna take Tim Elliott to beat Steve Erceg by decision. I'm not gonna put any props or anything. Hey, Anakin said, "May the Force be with you." It's coming up.
Let's go, Mr. Skywalker.
All right, my boy. So after that, let the glazing games begin. We got Marwan Rahicki, my number one prospect. Marwan Rahicki against Ali Schmid. And I haven't heard any Schmid for forever. But anyways, Ali Schmid, debutant in the UFC. As you can see, the $7 billion company doesn't have any information whatsoever on Ali Schmid. This fight just got added because Marwan Rahicki was supposed to fight. Who was he supposed to fight? He was supposed to fight another guy. I forgot who it was. But
For a later date, or
oh yeah,
he
yeah,
had to
yeah.
pull out?
The guy pulled out. The guy pulled out.
Uh,
He had an injury. I forgot who it was. Anybody in the Marwan, fun to watch. Who on this card is a lock? I'm gonna tell you right now, Anakin, who's a lock. Marwan, fun to watch. Jack Jenkins, yes. Thank you so much, Anakin. Appreciate you.
oh yeah. Okay.
Marwan, fun to watch. Guy gets hit in his fight, but still pulls through. Yeah, man. Dana White Contender Series fight. Marwan Rahicki gets he gets dropped like 4 times, comes back and throws that elbow, knocks out that guy. But crazy, man. That's Marwan Rahicki, my number one top prospect. Yeah. Jack Jenkins pulled out. That's what it was. But Anakin, if I'm gonna give you a lock, I'll give you a couple locks. But my first lock is gonna be Marwan Rahicki. Yeah, that's it. That's my first lock. It's probably gonna be minus 1600 for Mr. Four Digits, but still, I got Marwan Rahicki to win. He's coming off a win against Hardwick, and Hardwick still has his mouth shut because he got his jaw broken. So
Nah,
yeah,
Hickey's young too, so he's got a lot of time to grow.
yeah, he does. Yep, he's another Moroccan. Another Moroccan in the
Morocco.
featherweight division.
Let's
He put a
go.
beating on Hardwick, broke his jaw. Yeah, he did, man. He still has his jaw broken. All right, bro. So who you taking here? I mean, we don't know much about Ali Schmid, so
Yeah,
most likely
I'm gonna
Marwan
go with
Rahicki.
your boy Rahiki on that one. Just because
Yes,
I seen him
sir.
fight 2 different times and he looked amazing, even though he got hurt in that first fight in the Contender Series. That fight was amazing, so I don't even care about all that. I
Yeah,
got
and
Rahiki
Hardwick
with it.
showed hard on his fight against Rahicki. That was probably fight of the night.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
two
he showed a lot
good
of heart.
showings. Two good
Yes.
showings by Rahicki.
Yup.
All right, bro. Well, let's move on to the heavyweight division. We got Shamil Gaziev against Brando Perisic, and a quick turnaround against for Brando Perisic. He just knocked out Louis Sutherland his last time around. So They both on this card too. But I think Brando Perisic, 6-1, 5 wins by knockout, 6 first-round finishes. So, and 1 win by submission. So all his fights have been finished in the first round. And he's going against Shamil Gaziev, who just got Gaziev'd by Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Sasa boy.
Salsa
Hey.
boy just
If they
finished.
don't give that man a title shot after the Volk fight, that Volkov fight, he's the next guy in line. Salsa boy.
Hell yeah,
They gotta
man.
give it to him.
But yeah, but Salsa boy is scheduled to fight against
Alexander
Volkov.
Volkov.
Yeah,
When is that fight? Oh, that's next week,
that
right?
is. Yeah, that is. That's the
Ooh.
UFC 328.
Ooh boy. Oh, that's gonna be
Isn't
good.
that the feature bout? Yeah, it is feature bout. The co-main
I
event
think
is
so.
Joshua Van against Arturo Tyra, and then you have the main event of Sean Strickland against Khamzat Chimaev.
How's that Shemaya? That
Yeah,
bit, man. I have those fights right there. That's some money fights right there. And that next week is gonna be good.
that is, man. I'm looking forward to it. But what you
Yes,
think about
sir.
this one? I'm taking Brando Perisic on this one, man. First round knockout again, but that's a prop. I'm gonna take officially at -130. I'm gonna take Brando Perisic on this one.
I gotta agree with you on that, man. I mean, Shamil, I've seen him fight a couple times, but I know Brando is part of City Kickboxing, so I think he's a better stand up fighter. I agree. I think it'll be a first round knockout for Brando Perisic
Perisic,
Heritage.
Perisic or
First
Perisic.
round.
One of those
Perisic.
guys. He's Australian as well, maybe from another country, but he reps City Kickboxing. Gene got these boys winning, man. So we gotta get on that train. So hopefully Brando doesn't lose on this one. Shamil Gaziev, he's pretty good, but he's a boy. He's gonna want to clinch. He's gonna want to do other things. I think Brando Perich is just gonna get in his mouth, just like Salsa Boy did, and just 1, 2, boom, send him to
Yep.
the ground.
That's I agree with you on that. Who's the favorite in this fight?
It's definitely Brando
Brando? Okay.
Perich. Yeah. Now
I can see it.
he is in a quick turnaround. He didn't get hurt on the Louis Sutherland fight, so that's good. And he called it out pretty quick after he fought that. Brando should KO him round one. Yeah, he definitely could, bro.
I agree.
Um, I agree. I'm going with Brando Pericic, and the prop is gonna be KO first round. So round one KO for heavyweights. That's there. I will never forget the Blob quitting versus Russian Strike. Funniest fight ever. Yeah, man. Yeah, round 4. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, Shamil, when you lost the Russian
Yeah,
straight.
yeah, that's
Who
crazy.
could forget? Who could forget?
Who can forget that? But anyways, Brando Pericic is taller than him. He's got a better reach by 1 inch, and then he also has a inch and a half leg reach advantage against Shamil Gaziev. So we're taking Brando Pericic on this one. All right, bro. One of our favorite fighters, Tai Tuivasa, against the one that
Bam
just lost
Bam.
against Brando Pericic,
Yeah.
Louis Sutherland. And look at Sutherland's body, man. This is crazy. This guy used to look like probably the Australian or the English Francis Ngannou back then. He popped, right? Did he pop one time?
Louis or Southern?
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea.
think he
I've
popped one
never.
time. Or I don't know if he popped or not, but anyways, he's in the UFC. He's 10-5, coming off 2 losses in the UFC. Once against Brando Pericic, and then he got submitted in the first round against Walter Walker. I just don't see this guy winning. I think he'll get destroyed by Tai Tuivasa. But I am worried about Tai a little bit though. What you think about this one, bro? At minus
No.
190 for Tai.
Yeah, I'm not even sure on this one, man. I want Ty. Obviously, we're Ty fans, but what is it? 6 in a row already. It's kind of hard to argue with that one. The other guy, he's only lost. Yes, he's lost 2 in a row in the first round, but to lose 6 in a row, it's kind of tough. But I'm gonna stick to my gut. I'm gonna go with Ty on this one.
I'm gonna
I
go
say
with Tai,
either.
man. I'm
I
gonna go
know
with Tai.
for
I don't know if he can finish Louis, because Ty has not been able to finish a fight since 2022 or 2023. When was
Ooh.
his last finish?
His last finish was 22 against Derek Lewis.
Damn.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that crazy fight.
What was he, 5, 6 fights in a row that he won by KO to lose 6 in a row?
Yeah, Anakin, don't tell me that, bro. Don't tell me
No.
that he nearly finished Teixeira, man. They couldn't even at that moment. They couldn't even finish a bottle of water, bro. They were so fucking tired. Those guys were swimming in damn, bro. They were so fucking yeah. But he did hit Teixeira a few times and nearly finished him a couple times. But bro, Teixeira. What about Taliesin Teixeira, bro? He sucks. He
Yeah.
he sucks, man. Everybody thought the guy was gonna be next up in the heavyweight division. The guy sucks.
Yeah. He got the win, but he did not win any fans. He really looked bad in that fight. With Tuivasa on the losing streak he was in, he should have walked right through him. But he had the
Yeah.
worst performance against him.
Anakin says
So it's
Sergey gonna KO Teixeira. They're fighting soon. Yeah, they are, man. Sergey's just hey.
oh snap. Yeah, Sergey's
Hopefully he
gonna put that
can.
guy to sleep.
Hopefully he sleeps him. But
We'll
Sergey
see.
is not has not been looking good in his last fights. You know, he's just been. He looks weird after that loss against Tom Aspinall.
Aspinall. That's true, because how many fights he won in a row, most of them by finish, to lose to Aspinall, and then you win the rest of your fights by decision. You never won a decision before. What is he, like on a 3-fight winning streak now by decision?
Yeah, he is. He
I
beats
think
Waldo. He beat he beat Waldo. Who else he beat? Let me see. He beat Sergey Pavlovich. Let's see. I know he beat Waldo. Let's see who else. He's 20-3. All right, so he beat Jairzinho by decision, and then he beat Waldo. He's on a 2-fight winning streak. After Tom Aspinall, he actually lost against Volkov.
Oh yeah. You're right. He did. That is true.
Yeah, he lost against Volkov. All right, bro. So, anyways, let's move on again back to.
I don't know. I think
Let's
with
move on to back to the main card.
I think with this fight, I'm gonna put it for either man to win by finish. I think somebody is getting put to sleep in this fight with Tuivasa
Oh
and
yeah,
Sutherland.
definitely. Yeah, I think this is not gonna get to round three. Maybe not even round two. But I am gonna go with Ty Tuivasa to get it done. I'm definitely gonna go with Ty. I'm gonna take Ty. Hopefully, man, because he deserves it.
He
He
needs to get
deserves
that
it.
win.
Louis, he needs to get a win, man. He's one of the most exciting figures in the UFC, and he's at home. He's at home, man. And
Hey.
we want him to get on top of the cage, have energy, enough energy to do a food. What do they call it? A foodie? I don't know what they call it.
Oh yeah. The
Where he puts beer
the
inside the shoe
shoey,
and then just
the shoey.
the
The
shoey,
sh-
the
oh
shoey.
man, it's been a while. He needs to, man. The shoey.
Yeah, bro.
He
His Sutherland's picture on Topology looks crazy. Let me look it up. Yeah, he looks like a Francis Ngannou. Let me look it up right here. Show it.
Oh, I see.
Louis
Yeah, that's
Sutherland.
good. Bro.
Oh my God, bro! Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna share it right here. Look at this.
What
That's
the
Louis
hell?
Sutherland.
Oh, I seen
You
him
see that?
fight before. I seen that fight where he won the. I don't know if he won the belt or defended it, but I remember watching that fight, and that's when he got called to the UFC right after.
Yeah. Look at that, bro. Look at them traps.
It's huge.
No, that somebody holding him up in the back? That can't be him.
That has to be those traps, man.
Oh my God.
It has to be.
Yeah, I mean he definitely doesn't have a neck, but he can't be that big now. Wow. Yeah, look at this guy now. Let me see. Where's he at?
Sergey
No.
Pavlovich.
Sutherland. Let's look at Sutherland now. That's that same guy right here. That's him. Jeez. Wow. Yeah, he does not look the same. 10-5, coming off 2 losses in the UFC. All right, bro. Well, that was our main card predictions. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's move, bro. Let's check out the. Let me do an outro real quick, and then we move on to that UFC 328. Just a real quick. We got a couple minutes, real quick, and then we'll move on to the UFC 328. Check it out real quick, and then we'll end the live. But yeah, bro. I mean, thank you so much for joining me here. That was
Sir.
UFC Fight Night, Perth, Australia, coming to you this weekend. Those were our official predictions. Let me go give you a quick runaround of my predictions. I'm gonna take Carlos Prates in the main event. I'm gonna take Quillen Salkild to follow that up, and then we're gonna take Tim Elliott, our dog. Then we're gonna take Marwan Rahiki. We're going to take Brando Perisic to get it done against Jamil Gaziev. And then we're going to take I'm going to take Tai Tuivasa. My boy Josue says that fight ends in a knockout. But, let's see what happens. All right, so let's move on to UFC 328, which is the next one up, right? Is that the next one up? That's next week, right?
That's next week, yes, sir. Oh
Khamzat
man,
Chimaev.
we got a lot of good fights on this card.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Look at that.
Oh
Khamzat Chimaev against
man.
Sean Strickland.
Should we start from the bottom up or?
Yeah, let's start from the bottom up. This is a loaded card. We got Clayton Carpenter against Jose Ochoa. Flyweight bout. Both coming off a loss. Yep. Yeah, just a flyweight division. But anyways, I'm excited about this one right here. Baisangur Susurkaev. That is Chimaev's buddy. 11-0 in his 3rd fight in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. He finished in his last fight, he finished Mechanico? Was it Mechanico? Yeah, he finished Mechanico with that straight left, was it? Or straight right? He finished Mechanico by knockout. Before that, he had a submission against Eric Nolan in the 2nd round. But Eric Nolan was looking good in that fight. That's pretty good. My buddy Jenny from the fight, the Art of the Fight, the channel. I actually did a interview with her today. It comes out tomorrow in the afternoon. She's actually she's a buddy of Eric Nolan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's the wife of Corey Anderson, the PFL champion.
Yeah. You mentioned that to me. Nice.
Yeah. All right, what do you think, bro? This one is pretty good. Jordan Santos against Baisangur Susurkaev. They're both coming off a win. Jordan Santos beat Chris Barlow, I think it was his name. Phil Barlow, I think is his name. I know Barlow.
Danny Barlow, yeah.
Yeah, he's got heavy hands, but Jordan Santos, he was actually a underdog, plus 190 on that one. And Jordan Santos, he's an older fighter, and Danny Barlow has a good right hand, but he just didn't put him away. Jordan Santos was able to grapple him a little bit against the cage and stuff, and Danny Barlow didn't do anything.
Yeah, I like this fight. I think Santos is a aggressive, kind of a wild striker. And so Susurkaev is obviously he's a striker too, but I think Susurkaev is maybe a little bit more technical. Probably land the hands a little bit better than Santos will. But he's got to watch out because Santos is throwing haymakers at him.
Yeah, he will. All right, we got Pat Sabatini against William Gomez. Pat Sabatini coming off a win, and William Gomez coming off a win as well. Both fighters in the featherweight division, but dude, look at this. William Gomez is 6 foot tall in the featherweight division. 6 foot tall.
That's crazy.
That's a long dude, man. Then we got Roman Kopylov Marco Tulio. If Marco Tulio is on the card, that means that Paulo Costa is gonna be there. Aren't they like buddies?
I don't know. I think so, but I like that fight too. I think that Kopylov and Tulio fight is going to be good.
Yes, it is. I like that too. And then we got Jim
So
Miller against Jared Gordon. Jared
Jim
Gordon should
Miller,
be of Jared Gordon
that's on the
should be
card.
the yeah.
Oh, I got to get off of the ESPN. I don't see any of this. I love Jim Miller. That's my boy, man.
I like Jim Miller as well. I think he's too
Hell
old now
yeah.
though.
Nah, he's gonna make it a UFC 400. He said. I believe him.
That's what he
I
wanted,
but
right? That's what he said.
that's he's because he was at 100, 200, 300. He wants to make it a 400. If there's anybody that can do it, it's Jim Miller. I believe that.
Yeah.
The man,
Going
810.
against Jared Gordon, bro.
Jared
And then
Gordon,
we got
Jim
Grant
Miller.
Dawson. This is probably the fight of the night for the card, bro. I know there's bangers on this fight, but I think Grant Dawson against Mateusz Rebecki, I think that should be fight of the night, bro. Rebensky is always fun, bro.
Yeah, I agree. He's like a brawler, and he has good ground game, just like Dawson. Yeah, I agree. That's another sleeper fight right there.
Yeah, he's coming off a couple losses though against Chris Duncan. Before that, he fought Oralby, took him to a split decision, and Oralby's good, bro. Oralby is
Or
really
by
good.
Oh yeah. Yes, he is. I agree. That was a good fight. That was the fight of the night too, actually, with
Yeah,
Rebecca. That fight
yep.
was great. I remember that one.
Yeah, he got finished by Diego Ferreira before that. He also fought Roberts. Um, but yeah, Oralby, Chris Duncan, Ludovic Klein, and it was a majority decision. He that was a fight of the night as well against Ludovic
Yeah,
Klein. That was a nasty, nasty fight.
yeah.
Rabeski looked horrible. I mean, his face wasn't that Noche? Was that Noche?
I think that was a Orabai fight though. I
The
think he looked
Oralby
bad.
was Noche, right?
I don't know. Um,
Let me see.
I'll tell you right now. Let's
Topuria
see.
Holloway 308. No, that was
Oh
Topuria
yeah, no.
Holloway. The Chris Duncan was UFC Fight Night. And then the Ludovic Klein, October 25th. UFC 321 Aspinall against Gan. No. All right, I thought one of those was in Noche. I guess not.
Yeah, I thought so too.
All
This
right,
next one is
so
good.
this next one is going to be Joel Alvarez against Jaroslav Amazov. And I'm taking Amazov, bro.
Yeah, I like Joel, but I think Amasov is gonna. I think Joel's downfall is the ground game, and that's where Amasov kind of exceeds. I
Yep,
agree.
that
Amasov.
is. And also, I mean, Amazov is very disciplined fighter, man. I don't think
He
Joel
is.
is.
I think Joel is, but because he has a lot of finishes. I think what all his fights except for one have been a finish
Yeah, he
for
couldn't
Joel.
finish Vicente Luque.
That is true. I
He
don't know.
could have though.
We'll
He
see.
could have. He could have finished him. Then we
I
got
think he
Atiba
would have.
Gautier against Aussie Diaz.
Let's
10 and
see.
3 Aussie Diaz.
From
Aussie
Cameroon,
Diaz
these
beat.
Cameroon guys,
Oh my God, yeah.
they're no joke.
And bro, one of my favorite fights in the card
Alrighty,
is gonna
alrighty.
be Bobby King Green against Jeremy Stevens.
Yes.
Can you believe how much of a underdog Jeremy Stevens is at plus 250?
Really,
Yeah.
Jeremy Sin. Let me tell you that you have Dawson and Rebecca fight of the night. This is my fight of the night right here. Bobby Green, King Green, and Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah. Who the
Two
fuck is that
veterans,
guy? Is that
right?
guy?
That's the guy, bro.
That's the guy.
Hey, you got two veterans on here, though, man. That
Yeah.
want to throw down, that like to knock people out. This is a fight right here. I don't care how old these guys are. I think they're a little up there in age now, but they're 39 each. 39
Yeah.
a pair. They're still young.
Yeah,
That's my pick for fight of the night.
right there. Sean Brady, Joaquin Buckley. I'm taking Sean Brady on this one.
No, no.
At minus
I gotta
185.
I gotta disagree. Who's the favorite, Sean?
Yeah.
I gotta disagree on that, man. I think Joaquin will stuff those takedowns
Oh, yeah.
and land the knockout blow.
Well, hey, I like Joaquin Buckley. I'll be honest. I like him. I just don't, you know, what happened in the Kamaru Usman fight? He couldn't stuff anything.
Oh, shoot. But it's crazy because he stuffed all of Kobe Covington's but couldn't stuff Kamaru Usman.
Yeah,
So that's I
that
don't
is.
know. That is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't
Volkov
know.
against Salsa Cortez. Hey, bro, we need a Caribbean champion, bro.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Salsa boy.
Salsa boy.
We need something. We
Dominican
don't.
Republic.
We need something, man.
Yeah. 17-2. They both coming off a win. But Volkov is coming off a win, did he? Yeah, he beat Jaito
I think.
Almeida, but before that, he lost against Cyril Gane. But I actually saw Volkov winning that fight.
Yeah, I did too. I did too. That should have been his fight, but
Yeah.
here we are. Here we are. It's all good.
If that shouldn't have happened, probably Volkov would have been walking in the White House against Alex Pereira. That would have been fun to watch, bro.
Yes, but I think I like seeing Gon and Pereira better though. To
Yeah, I
be
like that
honest,
fight. I like that fight too.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight.
And I think you're gonna disagree with me on this one, but I'm taking Joshua Van.
Mm,
I'm taking Joshua Van, bro. I
I
know
gotta,
Tatsuro
yeah.
Taira is a more overall fighter. You know, he can grapple, he can strike. I just think that Van is he's not gonna want to lose his title, bro.
I can agree with you on that, but I disagree at the same time. Yeah, I got Tiara, Tatsuro
Tyra.
Tatsuro Taira. I think that
Yeah.
ground game is going to be the difference in this fight. I don't think Joshua Van is going to have an answer for it at all.
Yeah.
I hate to say it,
Hey, it's
but
all good.
I got Mr. Japan over here, Tatsuro Tara, and I actually think he's going to win by submission. I think he's going to finish the fight.
Yeah. Well, let's see. That's gonna be a nice little fight right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Hamza Chimaev against Sean Strickland. And you know, I made money with Sean Strickland his last fight against Fluffy. I told you.
I should have listened to you on that fight. I should have listened to you,
Yeah, I
man.
took Sean Strickland by KO on that one against Hamza Chimaev, but I'm not doing that this time around, man. I think Chimaev is too good against Sean Strickland, and he's been getting better. He's been getting better. His cardio is getting better. He's got the right people behind him. Look at that. His weight in last time, 183. A guy that at some point
Hamza?
probably, yeah,
Oh,
183 in his last fight. A guy that
snap.
hit, and before that he was struggling to make, not struggling, but he wasn't disciplined enough. And in his last fight he came in at 183. That was a championship fight, so you know he needed to be under 185.
Yeah.
So, and Sean Strickland, great takedown defense. But this is bad blood right here. This deserves a podcast on its own.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think Chimaev though I think is gonna. I don't think Sean Strickland's gonna be able to stuff his takedowns
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
take
the
Chimaev on
pressure.
this one. The
I'm not.
pressure, and Sean Strickland doesn't like pressure. He likes slow. He likes a slow fight.
Hmm.
So
I don't know. I mean, if he stuffs his takedowns and he keeps Hamza back and keeps a jab in his face, he might stand a chance against him. But
yeah, of course. I mean, he does.
I mean, he did it
He's a
with
former
Fluffy.
champ.
True.
He did it with Fluffy. He did it. He did it against who else?
There was
He
somebody
only
else. Let me see.
he fought another grappler. Let me see who it was. Can Hamzat cardio pull through? Yeah, we've seen his yeah. I think Anakin. I think he can. He can last the 5 rounds.
Lord Vader.
He did against DDP, and DDP was trying to get up from those takedowns all day long, and he just couldn't. He did. Magomedov is not really a a grappler. No, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. No. Hermanson, stand-up fighter. Hall, stand-up fighter. Jocko. Brennan Allen, but he doesn't really look for takedowns anymore. Yeah, I think
Yeah, he's not.
let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take Hamza Chimaev, man. I'm not gonna. He does
Yeah, I'm
have
not.
77% takedown defense. Wow.
Shemaev or Strickland?
No, Strickland.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. That's
But
cool.
you got Shemaev who probably has what? What does he have? Takedown or
Yeah, takedown accuracy. Let's see what that looks
is
like.
that says 55, but 55.32%, but it should
It's
be
just
higher than that.
he shoots for a lot. He shoots for a lot.
Yeah.
He shoots for a lot of takedowns. He's got a 55% takedowns. Takedowns landed 4. Oh no, this is not right.
But you know
47
what though?
attempted.
He a lot of times he'll take you down and you in just one time thing and then that's it.
Submit you. Yeah. Fluffy win is impressive, but I don't think Fluffy is anywhere near the fighter Khamzat is. That's true. That's
I
true,
agree.
man.
I
I
agree
agree.
on that too. Yep. Who's
I
that?
agree.
Anakin?
Yeah, that's Anakin Skywalker.
Lord Lord Vader. I agree with you.
All right, my bro. Well, hey, let me look it up real quick. Look what's next, and we're gonna wrap it up. All right. After that UFC 328, we have upcoming. We
Fight night.
have Alan Costa. We have Song Yadong against Figgy. We have Bilal Muhammad against Bonfim. And then we got UFC Freedom 250. Ilya Topuria against Gaethje. Who you got there, bro? I know you like Gaethje a lot.
I love Gagey, but I think we're gonna see a murder in the first round by Topuria.
Yeah, and what about Pereira? You think he beats Gon? That's tough, man.
I
It's not.
it's a tough one because Gon is a heavyweight, a natural heavyweight, but he's fast for a heavyweight. And I think this I want Pereira to win, but I think the speed is gonna it's gonna give Pereira some problems. That's a tough one. I'm not sold on this one yet. I'm not sure who to pick on that one. But I think Pereira's gonna have a little trouble with Gon's speed.
What about Hokit against Derek Lewis?
Boy. Well, if Derek Lewis can't knock him out in the first round, it's all Hokit. I believe that compared from what I saw in his last fight with what's his name? Curtis Blades, bro.
I see Mauricio
Yeah,
Rufy as well finishing Chandler. I like Chandler, but I just
I do
Rufy's so
too.
good.
Were you the one who told me about the Diego Lopez and the Steve Garcia fight that you weren't too big on that one? Somebody told me they weren't too big on that fight. I'm like, you're crazy to think that fight's not a good fight.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
That's a I
It,
think that's
it
a great fight.
it's a great opener too. Diego Lopez against Steve Garcia. That's a good one. It's
Hell
a good
yeah.
one. I
I
probably
like
I
that
probably
fight.
was the one who said it maybe, but
I have a
now
feeling it
I
was
see it.
you too.
I see it now, and I've seen more fights of Steve Garcia. His story is unbelievable. I mean, I like the guy. The guy, he almost got cut from the UFC, and now that's good.
Yeah,
From a guy that almost got cut to now going against Diego Lopez at the White House, that's
that's
good.
a fight. That's probably a fight of the night right there. That has to be.
Bo Nickel against Kyle Dawkins, that's the fart of the night.
That should be the first fight of the night.
That should be, yeah.
Get that out
We
the way.
get that out the way. O'Malley Sahabi, that's gonna be a good one, man. They're just
I like
strikers,
it.
pom pom, just hitting each other.
That's the thing with this card is basically all strike. I mean, the only one that's not a striker is the Bo Nickel, Kyle Dawkins, and then the Michael Chandler. He's not really a striker, but I mean, at the same time, he is. But it's pretty much everybody's striker versus striker here.
Mind blowing to me. Diego Lopez gets a White House spot, but no Kobe or someone like Bryce Mitchell. You're right, bro. And look at that. Bryce Mitchell is gonna be fighting the weekend before against Man, I was just about to say that guy that used to fight in the featherweight division and the lightweight division that had long hair. What's his name?
Victor Henry.
Gula? I forgot. Clay Guida.
Oh, Clay
Bryce
Guida.
Mitchell is gonna fight Clay Guida.
Clay
All right,
Guida.
bro. Well, hey, let's wrap it up right here. Thank you so much, Anakin. Thank you so much to everybody that was here in the chat. Go ahead and subscribe, like the content. Thank you so much, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful night, bro. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so
Likewise.
much, Anakin. W stream, yes sir, yes sir. Let me go ahead and wrap